Hey everyone, hope you're all well. Today I want to show you the quickest way to access all of Halo Infinite's vehicles without actually having to go into BTB or matchmaking. So I know a lot of people have been asking for this because, you know, some of the really rare vehicles like the Banished Wraith, Banshee, and also even the Wasp at times are really hard to come across in BTB. And for the majority of people, you actually haven't even tried it yet. Or you might have tried it maybe 1 or 2 times. But if you do this, you'll be able to play with the vehicles anytime and get comfortable using them. Alrighty, so first thing you need to do, go to the main menus page, then click on Custom Games. Once you're in Custom Games, you want to set up a BTB match on any of the BTB maps. It can even be Behemoth, because that is also a BTB map, but I'd recommend something like Deadlock or Fragmentation. So when you're setting up your custom game, here's what you want to do. Go to mode editor, go to mode, click BTB CTF. Of course you can go to any of the other modes, however I just feel like BTB CTF just drops the vehicles in a bit more often. Once you've done that, go down to match, change the respawn delay to 5 seconds just in case you die. You don't want to be waiting 10 seconds, right? 5 seconds is a decent amount of time. Then move down to bots. Now it's up to you what difficulty you want to do it on. ODST is a bit more of a challenge and it's kind of going to replicate what most players are going to feel like in a game. So I personally rock ODST. Then go down to here for your bots. Now what's really important when you're adding bots to your game, you can only have 8 bots on all teams. So the number of bots on all teams cannot exceed 8, which is really important. What I'd recommend is have 2 on your team, have 6 on the enemy team. Or if you want to even just change the difficulty to Marine, you can have none on your team and have 8 on the enemy team and just go absolutely nuts. Alrighty, so once your match starts, you might have to wait a few minutes before a Pelican brings in one of the vehicles. The starting vehicles will probably be the Banished Ghost, Banished Chopper, or a Gun Goose. Sometimes even the Rocket Warthog if you're lucky. Those are all very common in BTB, so they're not really the ones you want to go after. However, if you just want to test them out, go for it. To get the big vehicles like the Banished Banshee, Banished Wraith, Wasp, Scorpion, what you need to do, you need to wait a few minutes into a game. Sometimes capping a flag, you know, pushing the game along does help. However, you usually have to wait at least 5 minutes into a game before you can access one of the big vehicles. Something worth noting as well is that on the map High Power, there are 2 Wasps that spawn in quite early in the game. So if you want to test out the Wasp really badly, just head over to High Power, start a game on there. Literally have to wait a couple minutes before the Wasps spawn on these 2 like helipads. So you guys should see a range of vehicles spawning in during a match, with a few heavier vehicles coming towards the end as well. The spawning does vary from game to game, which is, you know, quite odd. However, majority of the time, you will have at least a Banished Wraith, Scorpion, Banshee, or Wasp jumping into each game. At least maybe 1 or 2 of those in one match. So you guys may need to go play this over and over to just test all the vehicles, but this is the best way to test all the vehicles literally without having to go into matchmaking. Let me know if this works for you guys, but so far I've been testing like at least 5 matches of BTB in the custom games, and every single game I've been getting the big vehicles like a Scorpion, Banished Wraith. I will say as well, it's quite odd, but the Banished Wraith is very, very common in custom games, whereas in BTB, the Banished Wraith just doesn't pop up ever. So I think 343 really need to up the spawning rate, or, you know, the spawn rate of the heavy vehicles like the Banished Wraith and the Scorpion, because they are very rare. But if you head into custom games, you would no doubt see them. So definitely give that a crack, guys, if you want to test the vehicles, because I know literally the majority of you are itching to test out these vehicles. Alrighty guys, but that's pretty much everything. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a like and also subscribe if you want to support me that little bit extra. Would really appreciate it, guys. Alrighty, I'll see you out there, guys.